This conference will now be recorded.
Hi guys, this is Sonic R Masari team again. My name is Sonic. This is my partner James as well. Okay, we will be talking about this week our trade plan and our projection. Of course, you know we are on 21st of August 2018. Okay, as you can see from here, okay, today is Tuesday. Uh, to, today is Tuesday. As you can see from here, we have a pretty, pretty low news are coming up, right? So we don't really have much on the news anymore, and especially the bigger thing will start from tomorrow night onward. The reason I'm saying tomorrow night because is on the Asian times is around like 2 a.m. in a Thursday morning, which is the late Wednesday night. We have a FOMC, and at the same time, we also have a Fed chairman Powell will be speaking on Friday. So to conclude, in my opinion, the rather bigger move are coming in the later part of the week. So whatever is happening right now, whatever is movement right now, please do not get carried over or carry away too much, because you know market can do a lot of like huge V-shaped recovery or U-turn reversal, the kind of stuff in the later week. Okay, so the question have to be there. Okay, so now let's do the sum analysis together. All right, first I would like to talk about this Dow Jones. Okay, I have been quite on the bullish side for quite a while, right? I've been telling that okay, it can go up higher, and it is indeed going up higher at the moment, right? So as you can see from here, what I'm expecting to happen is that currently we are now approaching to the previous swing level of like 25800 level. So in my opinion, it will definitely go slightly minimum above this level. So that means they will go above like you know 25840, 25830 level first, because that this is where the market should be going to first. So if you're looking for a short, definitely I am not really suggesting you to do so, because market can go up higher first. And the another I mean important target will be somewhere around 26150, 26180 level, and of course the ultimate one will be 26600 level. So overall I'm still quite on the bullish side in terms of Dow Jones. All right. So the another one I would like to talk about is Bitcoin. Since market is pretty much on the sort of like a risk on, right? Risk on here. So it's like a Bitcoin might be pulling right back up as well. So previously I make a call on the Bitcoin drop, right? This is a TP2 area, so which is already hit our level already. So now currently I think they're going to use this 5,800 level, or rather 6,000 region, as a good support level, and they're going to make a bounce in my opinion. All right, so it doesn't mean that they will not go straight up, but of course they can come back down for a retest, which is around like a 5,800 level, and eventually, in my opinion, they will go to 6,000 level, and eventually around 6,700 level, in my opinion. So Bitcoin, I'm slightly bullish for a time being only. I'm expecting there will be some sort of bounce will be in the making. All right. Another one I would like to talk about is silver. Okay, silver is pretty much in line or similar to gold as well. So since I'm talking about silver, it's the same thing like I'm talking about gold, gold in a way as well. So silver and gold, in my opinion, they are really due for a minimum rebound for a timing, because they have been pressed too much down already. So what might be likely happen is that silver, they make a pull from the good one 15.4 level, and they go all the way down just to find the resistance level. So in my opinion, they're gonna swing around a little bit first. They're gonna swing somewhere around 14.6, right? But eventually they will go back to 15.4, 15.5 level that previously where they have been congesting on. All right, so silver over time, I think maybe in the 1 or 2 weeks time, I think they were likely to go back up higher. So I'm slightly bullish on silver as well. Of course, the same thing goes on the gold at the moment as well. So we need to take a look. Of course, thing will go south, right? Of course, thing will go south once this level 14.3, 14.4 level is get broken down again. Okay, so the next one I would like to talk about is a crude oil. Okay, crude oil is in a little bit tricky condition right now. What is happening now is that this crude oil is, they are, in my opinion, is overall is slightly bearish, right? Overall is slightly bearish. They are in for a decent pullback. Okay, the things that I want you to take note of, or I want you to be cautious on, is that okay, market can go back down, but we need to make sure this 65.7 level got to be broken first. You see now, now this oil, they are in a so-called small daily bullish candle, and I think they can even go up as high as 67.9, 67.8 level. But as long as this level is not being broken up, yeah, I think they can come back down. The first level that you need to take note is 65.7, and once 65.7 level is broken down strongly, of course it will definitely go down to 63.8 or even 62 level. So in terms of overall view, in my opinion, the oil price I'm expecting it will go a lot lower in the near future for a time being. Okay, and it lead me to talk about the British pound Canadian, since they are in the so-called indirectly proportionate, right? I think British pound Canadian will be a good so-called good pair that you may want to take a look at. Okay, British pound Canadian a few weeks back, I think it was on Friday, they have a very nice, pin bar looking candle on the Friday. So it make people think that, oh, pin bar. So Monday come, people like, because it was going up that time at one point of the time on that Monday, so they really go back up. You see, they end up they stuck in a lot of long in the process. So what happened? People will be definitely putting their stop loss just shy below. Then what happened? Market just nicely go below just to take them out. So now they are now making another attempt. So what is going to happen? In my opinion, it will likely and it will definitely go back to this 1.677 level. So as a trader, please watch out this region very closely, 1.675 to 1.677 level closely, because this is where the market will goes to, and this is where the market can be resisted quite well. But in my opinion, this time around they will get broken up, and of course the next one will be 1.689, this kind of level. So we have a minimum 100 point to 200 point potential move in the making. So since I'm slightly bearish on oil, I'm expecting British pound Canadian. For this case, it should be quite bullish. So since talk about British pound Canadian, I would like to talk about US dollar Canadian a little bit as well. So of course, British pound Canadian bullish means US dollar Canadian should be quite bullish as well. The problem is it's a US dollar. So since US dollar is a little bit on the weak side right now, so instead of going long on US dollar Canadian, maybe you can try going long on British pound Canadian, Aussie Canadian, something like that, because as they go up higher, I think this pairs will be go up higher compared to the US dollar Canadian. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Okay, I will hand it over back to you, James. Thanks.
All right. So over my end, I'll be talking about two Canadian pair. The first one would be New Zealand to Canadian dollars, which is still in a very strong downtrend. However, I'm seeing some possibility of a retracement play that one could get into with a lowest entry. So I'm seeing strength coming in at when price was back at this 0.86 level. So long as this level is still holding, in my opinion, we could likely to see price revisit its resistance back at 0.875. Okay, so New Zealand Canadian is likely to be in for some retracement play when Canadian is showing its weaknesses. Okay, so the next pair will be Canadian to Swiss franc, which is still holding on. The resistance at 0.762 is still holding on towards the price, even though we have a swing back on the last Thursday and Friday. Right, and then it created another resistance, which means there is the overlap resistance with volume strength coming in when price reacts to this 0.762 level. So long as this level is still holding on, one could be looking for a good low risk entry trade to enter the market. And I'm seeing that they could likely to revisit its support level back at 0.75. Right, so for these two Canadians pair, we are seeing some weaknesses in it, so you could leverage on this video to take some positions in some Canadians pair. Right, so this is all we have for this week, and we'll see you guys in the upcoming week and in the next week. Thank you.
Okay, so I will pass it to you.
This conference will now be recorded.
Oh, sorry.